What's going on, everybody? It's the Hook Cam back again, finally, with a film breakdown. Going to be taking a look at some Mac Jones film tonight. I thought he played, pretty well for his first ever, pro outing. Belichick and McDaniels kept things very simple for him, as we can expect throughout the next couple of preseason games. Preseason stuff, there's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of young bucks. It's not a ton of vets. So everything that, teams are going to be doing is going to be very simple. And I thought that Mac Jones flourished when things were pretty easy for him to calculate. From what I'm hearing, he's a really smart kid when it comes to football. And, he made some really good decisions tonight. So I'm excited to dive into that. I do want to kind of give a little bit of an apology. I have been MIA for the last couple of months. A lot of moving parts with my life in terms of law school and living situations and a lot of weird shit. So basically, I'm happy to be back. Preseason's starting up. Gonna try and let it rip with this YouTube stuff while doing law school, and we're gonna get after it. A lot of really cool rookies to take a look at this year. So first and foremost, Mac Jones. Where did he do well? Like I said at the beginning of this whole thing, McDaniels, Belichick, they do a really good job of simplifying the game, especially for rookies. And this offense is not a simple offense inherently, right? Inherently, it's a really difficult offense to learn. So obviously, when you have moving parts and you have new cats coming in, you got to simplify things. I like that they put him out there with a better offensive line to start with. Obviously, Trent Brown, I believe Isaiah Wynn and Michael Onwenu were getting reps when he was in there. Shaq Mason, we can see right there. But with this first play call right here, really simple, okay? It's basically 5 wide, and they're just going to run mesh out of it, okay? And with mesh, right, we're stretching vertically here, stretching vertically at the top. I believe, number two at the top is going to run across, as well as number 2 at the bottom, and then we're going to stretch vertically and run basically a hunt route into the middle of the field with our number 3, as we can see right here. So we're running a crosser, and then we have our hunt route right here. Now what happens in this situation is that where I think Mac Jones should go with this ball is right here, right? And hindsight's always 20/20, and if you're a coach, you're probably doing the exact same thing. Where could we have gone? Well, if you can see here, right, we got man coverage. We're doing a great job as the deep crosser in this situation of getting in the way and then getting out of the way at the last second. And this is where I think that probably McDaniels is telling him to go with the football and film tomorrow morning, right? We can catch and run. We got a lot of space to work with, especially when you see that camera pan out. However, when we talk about this throw, the reason why I don't think he's going to get ripped for it is because it's man coverage in the middle of the field is wide open, right? Where's our middle backer right here? This is our middle of the field player. Well, as we see, he starts crossing with 83, which is going to vacate that part of the field. And again, my apologies. You don't get the game film, the all 22, quote unquote, as people call it, when it's preseason. You can only get the TV copy, so that's why we're doing this. Good ball from Mac Jones. I'm not entirely sure what he's got to the left side of that thing. It doesn't look like there's a lot of guys over there. Obviously, there's nobody over there, so maybe you could lead him a little bit more. Down and away, Jacoby's got to go get it. First completion in the NFL. Congrats, good throw. Like I said, I think he probably could have gone somewhere else with it. Now, this second completion right here, I love when quarterbacks do stuff like this, and I love it when it's, it's built into basically every offense, right? But in most situations, you're going to be able to take a one-on-one matchup, which is exactly what 10 does here, right? So as he's working, we're going to take a look at what this corner does at the bottom of the screen. Corner flips his hips, and he's running upfield trying to beat this receiver vertically, right? Receiver's going to stem this thing, break it off into a little bit of a comeback. Mac Jones reads the same thing. Nice, easy throw, good completion, first down. Stuff like that you kind of missed last year with Cam Newton, as for a number of reasons. I know that he was banged up last year, and I'm not trying to say, anything bad about him. I hope Cam Newton does very well this year. But, you kind of miss some of those things with a lack of accuracy. Now, this is just, and I'm going to say vintage Brady in this video, and I don't necessarily mean straight up vintage Tom Brady. I mean that era for the New England Patriots, right? This play action, turning your back to the defense, really sell that, get these backers up nice and close to the line of scrimmage. That's just vintage McDaniels, vintage Brady, right? And we're going to break this thing off on a nice little dig route into the middle of the field, good completion, first down. All of that stuff is just great stuff, really greasy, right? Grease the wheels. This is awesome. Get the offense going. Now, this right here, this is why you draft Mac Jones 15 overall, right? And we're going to see like a curl swing concept later in the video. People were saying that's the throw of the night. No, he had 2 deep balls that were on the money. This is an outstanding ball from Mac Jones. This is just an outstanding ball. And you know what? 17, there's a receiver. Yeah, he drops it, but he does a really good job getting this route and getting open, right? Stem this thing into the middle, just a little bit, not middle of the field, but bring that to the inside and then bring it back to the outside to that sideline. Mac Jones puts this ball on a dime. It looks like the corner gets his hand in there, and if he does, that's a great play from that corner. You're in the NFL, so you expect guys to catch things like that, but yeah, I think the corner made a great play. But again, Great effort from the receiver getting open. Really good ball from Mac Jones. And we're, obviously we didn't complete it, so they end up kicking a field goal. Now with this stuff right here, there's going to be lunatics. There's going to be psychos saying, oh, all he did was check the rock down all night. No, that's not what he did. This is good football right here. I don't care what anybody says. This is good football. If you're going back in your drop and you got everything covered up, right? Okay, we're working over to take care of the flat defender with this, take care of your flat defender here, right? Our two vertical routes are obviously getting covered up. If you're Washington, you probably know Mac Jones' deep ball accuracy. We're trying to stretch the field here. They got their 3 high, right? They're in their cover 3. Everything's going to be covered up. You go through your reads, you check this football down, you live to fight. That is great football. That's a great decision first down. Never going to be angry at that. So people are out there talking about Mac Jones just checking the ball down all night. No, not a chance. He did a really good job tonight, especially intellectually with the game. So this right here, this is the exact same play we saw earlier, right? Here's our mesh concept again, right here, right here. He's working in the middle field on like a hunt, right? There's our 2 crossers, and then we're stemming vertically with these 2 cats right here. I mean, this is just not old school McDaniels, but your old school mesh concept. Get it out to your athletes in space, let them pick up yardage. Really good job. Deliver that catchable ball. Obviously, we see mesh again right here. Why do we continue to see this stuff? It's because we want to keep things simple. Now, I put these 2 clips in there because I absolutely love the effort from 80 right here. Look at this. Gunnar Olszewski, man. He's always fighting for a roster spot, it seems like, even though I feel like he's their best returner. This is how you block at the receiver position. This is awesome. Work upfield. Get to that upfield shoulder, right? If this defender is going to beat you, he's got to go backside. Flip those hips. That's an awesome job from 80, man. That kid's an absolute dog. Love watching him game in and game out in New England. Now this right here, right? We start talking about things that make an offense go. Okay, you go 5 wide like this, you're putting a defense in a really, really hard situation. We're going to work our back on a really easy slant, right? We're working into the flat with number 2, stemming upfield with number 3. He's going to work right into the middle, take care of this middle of the field player, right, who's got a wall off number 3, this dude over the top. Essentially, they force the defense to bracket number 3, and they open up space at the bottom of this thing with this slant and arrow concept, and then we just put this on the money. That's great. And look at how quick this damn releases, man. This is why you draft the kid 15, right? He's looking off, right? He's checking his 2 receiver side to start, doesn't see what he likes. I would imagine he'd like to take a shot at N'Keal Harry deep here. He doesn't. Comes back to this slant. Great job, man. That's just a good football play. Great throw, great catch from Mac Jones and the New England Patriots. This 3rd and 3 right here. Okay, this was the play that everybody's saying is the throw of the game. Again, I don't think so. I think the 2 incompletions were the 2 deep ball incompletions. We'll get to one of them in a second here, but this is a good job, right? We're working out to the flat with our back. Run that curl. Good ball, good catch, live to fight another down on 3rd down. I get it. Conversion, sure. Again, I put this clip in here because I love Gunnar Olszewski blocking at the top of this thing. Like I said, kid's an absolute dog. Love to watch that kid play. I don't see why he wouldn't have a roster spot. This right here, to me, though, is the throw of the game, okay? We heard a lot of the draft pundits talk about, Mac Jones' deep ball accuracy, right? And we see it on display right here. I mean, that ball is inches away from being caught, inches away, and we can't see a little bit earlier in this route. You never know, maybe Gunner slowed down a little bit. You don't know what happened, but that ball is inches away from being caught. Absolute dime. I cannot stress that enough. That is an absolute dime from Mac Jones on 3rd down and long. Just interesting. I'm really interested to see what McDaniels cooks up to really stretch defenses, really put pressure on defenses vertically. I think that Mac Jones is going to be a very good NFL player. I see a lot of good things with him, a lot of good decisions. Has great touch on his throws. It looks like his computer upstairs is outstanding above the neck. He's a really smart football player. So excited and interested to see what carries on from here. Interested to see what happens with Cam and the New England Patriots this year. That's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to my channel, The Hook Cam. Feels good to be back, folks. I'll be back soon with some more content, and I'll see you later, boys.